What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to this weekend's test server session here with the absolute ultra max graphics on the WR Remaster. However, this hasn't really been the best of days for me because apparently, and that's what turned out, the whole remaster thing doesn't work on any of our emulators from PC. So I had to go and actually record this physically on my phone, and since I didn't really have to do this until now, I don't even have a way to screen capture directly from the phone without having to do a local screen recording. So while doing the local screen recording, the format is a little different now, and also there's a bit of a flickering with shadows going on. You see it right here. So please excuse that part. I'll be making sure that if it happens again, I'll be able to screen capture at least from the phone without a problem, okay? But you see right here, this is basically the remastered graphics. Ravana running into my shield while all my 8 weapons are hammering him out. That is a quick kill for him if he doesn't shield himself. It looks pretty cool. Again, sorry and please excuse these shadows. We're gonna explore the whole map power plant right here. We're gonna check out the water, because there is water in the highest section. You saw in the intro of this that you can actually choose different presets of graphics, the ultra high, the medium or normal, and the low. I think that's called performance then. And we're running here the ultra, the highest setting, and you will be probably even able to choose between 30 and 60 FPS later. The option is already there, visible, but you can't really choose anything right there. But yeah, that was just me here playing on the phone a little bit and screen recording that locally. The only problem I have right now are these flickering shadows that somehow only happened when I started screen recording. The phone is mad powerful, it can handle that, but the problem, but somehow it does shadows then. Those shadows were not there when I wasn't trying to screen record what I play, you know? And yeah, by the way, you rarely get to see me to actually use the touchscreen this way, right? But yeah, so let's go and check out this water, because we know to the left side there's this water surface, totally flooded area that's probably supposed to look pretty cool. All right, let's go there. And again, next time we have we have to do this and it doesn't work on the emulators, then I'll have something ready to directly capture the video signal from the phone onto the PC, okay? So that the whole flickering screen is not going to happen anymore. But see this? That is the water area here. And if you take a look at the skies too, I really am impressed on how detailed things are now in a game. This is still a mobile game, and it looks incredibly detailed. The whole, you know, you can now really see windows in these buildings, and you can almost look inside them and imagine what they might be, some kind of company production building, whatever. And I'm showing you also the effects. Look at the flying effect on the Aochun, how amazing it looks with the you know, particle effects when you fly up, and it boosts these steam out of every corner out of the robot. Yeah, holds itself up with the lasers, or not lasers, with the flames and exhausts down below, and engines. This looks pretty awesome, and I gotta say, man, I'm looking forward to the remastered thing. I'll be trying to make sure it works without any problems in the future. Again, I'll already know what I have to order in order to make this work. The goal is to direct capture from the phone. That shouldn't be big of a problem. But of course, one thing I really want more is to be able to do it on the emulators, because there I have the full 16:9 full graphics, up to 4K resolution if I want to, and this is something I can't so easily do on the PC. So the graphics and the whole you know, effects and look of the game would be much better if I can make it run on an emulator, and that is the goal of this. So let's see. Maybe it's just because it's a brand new change, and yeah, maybe just requires a couple of days, you know, or weeks for this to work on those. So yeah, you see this here is one of the bigger matches. At first I showed you a couple of sequences with different robots and effects, and now I'm showing you a whole match right here that I had where I was running the Hawk first, with the intention of staying alive for long enough to use it against Titans too, which thankfully worked. We have a couple of people jumping in here, and there's an Aochun. Let's jump on him. Took me a few seconds of getting used to the control scheme again this way. It's when you record so long in time, and you know, you're getting used to so much on doing it in one way, then you kind of, you know, have to adjust back into the old way if you have to. So yeah, looks pretty awesome. The only problem here is these flickering shadows. You just have to imagine them out of the thing. But most of the time they're not on. It's just sometimes it flickers back and forth. Right now it's no flickering almost, right? But there's a scorpion to the left. I didn't even see that scorpion. I was so concentrated on that Ming when I flew with the hawk here that I didn't even see the hawk jumping, the scorpion on the left side jumping in and attacking one of our buddies. Here's an enemy hawk coming in. I didn't, by the way, bother changing the hanger. I just chose the hanger the way the game came with. Some people optimized it, used better modules, better, you know, things to make the hanger more effective, running better weapon setups or whatever. I just went with a default one here because it looks pretty cool and it works well enough. It was a good hanger, and again, thanks for Pixonic for providing a default hanger, right? It hasn't always been that way, and usually you had to spend like 20 minutes just building a hanger before you could jump in and have some fun. And now with a default hanger, the chances of people running that hanger is higher. The chance of people not running the most overpowered setups maybe. Although some people will go and do the effort of building those hangers, but some other people will like me will just use the default hanger and just enjoy that, right? And save a lot of time building stuff. Because, you know, with all the different layers of upgrading and here building this, and then maybe drones, and then modules, and then pilot skills, you can waste half an hour if you want to have it all, you know? So, yeah, default is pretty cool. And it also, if everybody uses the same hanger, it allows for some good testing as well, right? You can really test things very accurately and good. I could have now stretched the image. I could have stretched it to the full screen so that there is no black bar on the top and bottom, but then I would have had a little bit of a cutoff on the outer sides. I'm not sure which one you would prefer in this stage. You know, tell me in the comments if which one you would prefer. I went with the black bars right now. You see this right here? Of course, it wouldn't be a test server without people finding out that some robots are invincible. They are two Fenrirs here that are somehow completely invincible. Two Fenrirs that just can't be killed, and they were roaming around there for a little while, and I think the only way to really get them killed was then with Arthurs coming in and just blast waving them out. Or a Scorpion running inside the shield or something and then taking them out. But it seems like the Aegis shield was impenetrable there on these Fenrirs. We used to have that also about a while ago, I remember, but been a while, and now it's back apparently. So here we're running the machine gun Ao Ming. Machine gun's definitely like the highest damage output that the Titans currently have, except for one situation. If you're like ultra close with the Cataclysm and thing, then you have higher damage output. But if you're not super close, the machine guns, if you hit very well and accurately, usually do more damage. So it's actually a pretty good weapon layout. The only problem really is that they only have 500 meters range, and the snipers and even the Cataclysm and all that will outrange the cannons, right? This is a problem. Eventually they lost their Fenrirs, were able to jump in here and basically they had to jump in with a normal robot, and that was a Hawk. Even it seems like the Hawk really had problems getting Titans killed on the test server though, right? Is it weaker, or is it just because, you know, I'm now used to running it at Mark II, but it seems to have a bit of a problem with the Titans here on the test server anyway. So flying, nice perspective here over the improved map. Again, excuse the shadow flickering, please. It's the best I was able to do here. I had to go way out of my way to this time to make this video happen, and yeah, again, not the best of days today for me here anyway. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me. Until next time, Manni signing off. Bye-bye.